sports fans, as you know, professional wrestling is a big sport, and a lot of times these wrestlers go into very secret workouts so that they can come up with some new surprises for their opponents, and nobody's invited to these workouts. But the most famous wrestling family in the world today, the Funks, invited us inside one of the local arenas. And Dory Senior, this is a great treat because it's very seldom that we get to see the world's heavyweight champion. Your son Dory Jr. and Terry is a great wrestler, and yourself all together at one time.
Well, nobody is going to show everything that we know, and like even with the two kids, they're working out right now, warming up before a workout. With Dory Jr. and Terry, I show 95% of what I know, and I keep 5% back, so in case they give me a little bit too much trouble, I can always do something to them. But anyway, here is Terry and Junior, and I believe right here Terry is going to be working on takedowns. Takedowns is taking a man off his feet, and he'll stop if he gets Junior off his feet. These two, they're going about 3/4 speed right now. Terry's going for the leg. He's not throwing his legs in there far enough or fast enough, and Junior just stepped back a little bit. He's back and got away from him. Now Terry's ring locking in, and there's a lot of Olympic wrestlers and amateur wrestlers around the country will recognize that move. It's what we call a fireman's carry. Takes him, gets the leverage on, Junior takes him over, lets him go, they both get back up to their feet again. You see a very competent instructor walking around there as Dory Funk Sr.
Would you be an instructor or a referee here?
Well, I would be a referee. They're just working out, you know. If I see him make a move that I don't think is the best thing to do or anything, I will tell them how to change their leverage on it a little bit. And they could do the same for me, because if you're watching, it's a lot better to tell what the move will be than if you're out in the ring there. Terry just made another pretty good move there. Junior, usually cool, calm, collected self, but he's been cool, calm and collected and landed on his back there, because Terry looked at him. You always keep your eyes on a man's eyes, and that way you know where his feet are going. It sounds a little funny, but you just watch his face and his eyes, and you know what he's going to do. So Junior let him go for that one. Terry's starting to go for a spinning toe. We're going to tell him stop it. Terry says okay. He just wanted to show that he had him in a position to do that. And Junior said, Junior, now calm down.
Well, the object is just to stay in shape and also maybe come up with something new.
That's right, but still he's working on the takedowns. How are you going to get a man off his feet? How are you going to get him down to that mat? Strictly, essentially, wrestling from now Terry, he said, let's see you do it, and how would you stop it? Well, I said, this is the way I'll stop it. And I let Terry go for the leg, and when he went for the leg and grabbed the leg, I was already moving for the other thing, because I knew that was what I was going to do, because I knew Terry was going to go for the leg, because I told him to go for the leg. You can follow how that, now Terry's throwing me the ropes. I said, wait a minute, I'm sure Terry, see, now Terry, he wasn't too smart right there, was he? Because he was going to stop me. I said, Junior, what do you do? And while Terry was looking like that, I turned around and got his leg. Well, that's just part of the 5% I don't show these people, you know.
Well, that would come in handy then. That could happen in a match of a tag team match.
I don't think that anybody in a regular match is going to, when you turn your back on him, like, he's going to climb you. But Terry, I just turned my back on him because I'm his dad, like, he let me go, and then I snatched the leg and said, don't do that, you know.
Well, Junior goes for the spinning toe home.
Well, I heard the old story about the father that told his kid to jump off of the table into his arms, and he did, and his father stepped back, and the kid landed there. Now, his father was in the mercantile business. He said, the kid said, well, how come you did that to me, Dad? He said, well, that's to teach you don't trust anybody. But here we go again.
You just showed Junior how to execute this move here. He's going to try it on Terry.
There's Terry. Junior body slams him. I said, Terry, that's not too smart to get yourself in those kind of positions, because the slams don't feel good. There's no way that you can break your collar. But he sneaks around and he gave Junior the same treatment I did in 5 minutes or a couple minutes before that. So that's 5% that Junior might not even have known about if even if he is the world heavyweight champion. Well, keep tempers, I mean, they're brothers, but still, you body slam somebody and they don't like it too well. There's Terry and Junior. I'm telling him don't get in those positions where you're going to get body slammed, Terry. Terry says, well, he said, he just talked me into it. And we're talking back and forth. And Terry really thinks it's smart here. Picks me up. Wait a minute. That's enough of this. Let's see you down.